everyone, how are you today? Welcome to another studio vlog. As you can see, I am not in my conservatory. I am out and about and trying not to look at myself on the phone screen. Welcome back to my channel. I'm Annie from MiniMoon Arts if you have not been here before. If you have, thank you so much for coming back. The reason I'm outside is because I've tried with this studio vlog. I think that this might be my fourth or fifth attempt. It started just before Christmas, but then we all got excessively ill. It was absolutely ridiculous. We had sickness bugs, we had colds, then we had a cold on top of our cold. Yeah, it was just a little bit bonkers. So I had to take a bit of a break, and then coming back has been it's been an interesting experience. So we'll see what happens. I'm just out for a little walk to clear my head and just get an idea as what the shape of the day is going to be like. So I will see you in the next bit. Who doesn't love a melty buttery crumpet? Delicious. Breakfast time. Okay, so I've had a really nice walk. I've had my crumpets, so I feel a bit better because I've had something to eat. And now I'm just going to do a little bit of planning. I think I need to design a couple more Valentines earrings. I have already designed a couple. So we've got the abalone heart shell and quartz crystal here. I'll pop a little video. That one seemed to go down really well on Instagram Reels. I had about 1,500 views within 10 minutes of posting. It was good. And then these ones, I would show you the couple ones, but I've actually sold out of those. I had to reorder some more of these, so they're really beautiful. So I'll show you a couple of videos of me making those. So I had a good tidy. Feeling much fresher and more like I can actually get some work done now. And the main thing I've done is this lovely wooden unit was actually some packaging for some like little cars that we got for Leon, but obviously he's not using the box, so I thought I would. And what I've done is I've just got my kind of 0.8 mils and my 0.6. This guy's going a bit crazy here. He might not be able to live in there. I got some of my older wires, so different sizes and different colours, which I'm hoping to do a upcycled and recycled line, because I've got a lot of beads and a lot of jewellery that I've collected over the years because I just really liked what was on them. So I'm going to hopefully do that, and what I'm probably going to do is use... So I've got a load of memory wire. It's not focusing well. This is memory wire, so it's the stuff that it's tempered, so it's really hard, and it just springs back to shape. It's really cool. I got this for Christmas, and I'm really looking forward to having a play with it because I've never used it before. I might just do a video of doing that by itself, which, you know, tell me in the comments if you'd be interested to see that. Tell me in the comments if you would be interested to see a bit more of the detailed work that I do, so the jewellery making and stuff like that. I've got a pack of rose gold jump rings, and I've got a pack of silver ones of different sizes, and then I bought a new ring sizer because I'm going to be doing rings on my website, and I'm really excited about that because I just love making rings. They really are my favourite. And I've not done, well, I did some before, which you saw on the previous vlogs for the craft show, but I've not gotten a website, and I'm really looking forward to doing that. These are the beads for my limited. Look how shiny these are. They're gorgeous. My limited Valentines range. So these are the abalone shell ones, and these are aura quartz. And okay, so I'm going to actually probably have some lunch first, and then I'm going to crack on with making some jewellery. So I decided that I didn't like what I'd done with the hearts for the copper one, so I'm just remaking those. So I've got my quartz here. I need to just get my thicker, not that one, thicker wire, and cut some more. It's amazing how much wire you waste doing these things, but it's all good because everything has to be perfect. I've got these new cutters and they're amazing. Like, they just, oh, they're so snippy. They're just like, look at that, look at it, look at it. Can you see it? Oh, beautiful, absolutely beautiful, love it. So with this one, what I've done is I've just put a little crystal in here. I don't know if it's going to focus properly. Bit of a funny angle. So I've put a crystal there because I didn't like the way that it just wasn't sitting right. It just wasn't right. So I have to do it again. I can't be putting out stuff that I'm not happy with. So what's your favourite?
Do you like, I mean, all the wire I use is copper. So we've got copper.
And it's non-tarnish, so it's got a coating on it that prevents any greening or anything like that. It's really good. I could actually, in theory, I could make hooks. I could make the ear hooks with it. I've not tried that. I do want to get hold of the rods. It's not the word that I'm looking for. I can't remember the word. But the sterling silver ones, so that I can make my own sterling silver hooks. And if I can get hold of it in the rose gold as well, that would look really good, because the rose gold, it's sterling silver and it's rose gold plated, vermilion plated, and it works really well with the copper. It's pretty much the same colour, really, isn't it? It's just called rose gold for the sake of being popular. Did I say that out loud? So I'm going to add these. I've decided on these rather than the black ones for the copper, because I just think it has a nice flow and it matches really well with the aura quartz that's on there. And I suspect if you're getting this one, you're kind of looking for something a bit more subtle, and you also have to think about the fact that the abalone shell has got so much like beautiful detail in it, so you don't want to take away from that too much, otherwise it's just too much. And that coming from the queen of overdoing it. I like to just make everything as colourful and bonkers and crazy as possible, but actually with my jewellery designs I have a little bit more refrain. That's the word I'm looking for. Refrain. It's not a word that has often been used in relation to myself. Okay, so we just need to turn the shell there, lovely. So it just tightens it up a little bit and stops it from sliding about, which is what was going on before, and we don't want that. So we'll just trim off this end and tuck it in, If I can get to it. Yeah, beautiful. I've got these new ones as well. They're not chain nose, they're not needle nose, they're just spiky nosed. That's not a technical term for them. Long nosed. Oh, they might be needle nosed and these might be round nosed. Yeah, because it's got quite a needly nose, hasn't it? At the top there. They're really good for just doing these last little details and for shaping the wires and stuff. There we go, beautiful. So let's check that that's all hanging nicely. So just grab it there. You see that that's hanging fine, and then just place the heart. Beautiful. That's exactly what I wanted. Okay, so just doing the same on the other side. I'm just going to tighten this little loop here. I hope you can see what I'm doing. I'm still working out how to do the kind of the point of view filming. I don't know how people do it. Do they just like strap the phones to the foreheads or something? Some magical trick that I don't know about. I'd love to know. If you know, let me know. I have tried looking it up, but I didn't really get very far with that, and I think I need to just straighten this guy up a little bit so that we've got the swirly whirly at the front. Let's just make sure that's hanging right. Yeah, it's much better. So Leon is at his first day at nursery for 2 weeks, and he actually cried when I left him. That really upset me because since we moved into his new nursery, he's never done that. Even on his first day, he was just like, yeah, see you later, mum. Literally just reached to his care worker, straight into their arms, waving goodbye, and that was it. But this time he like actually got really, really upset. I don't really know what happened there, but yeah, it really upset me, obviously, because he was really upset and I couldn't understand why. But maybe it's because he's been with us for a couple of weeks non-stop. He's also been quite ill. We've all been really ill with various. We started with a sickness bug, then Leon had an infection, and then we all got colds, and yeah, just it's a bit of hell on, to be honest. Let's just put that in the right place. Yeah, perfect. Okay, so we'll just snip the end off there and then wrap that, and then I just need to put those on the hooks, and then that's a pair done. I want to get these onto the website as quick as possible, really, because I've only got so many. So with these hearts, these faceted glass hearts, I think I've only got enough to do. I've got 2 pairs of silver made up, I've got 1 of copper, and I've only got enough for 2 more here. So I might have to just make another one of copper and then keep these and see what sells, because I'll just have to make them up as I sell them, which is a habit I'm trying to get out of. But when you don't know what the demand is, you can't always you can't always cater for these things. Let's show you some light. I've got a lovely candle on that I got for Christmas. Is that better? Oh, I bet that's loads better. Stupid head. Oh, I'll just leave you in the darkness, it's fine. Try to tuck these as tight as possible so that you can't even tell that the end is there. Great. There we go. And then we'll just pop the hooks on. I think I've made them the right size this time. Yeah. I made them too small on the silver ones. So I made them a lot smaller on these ones because it's a smaller wire, a thinner wire. And I just couldn't get my head around putting the thing on the other end of the hook. I was having a bit of a blonde moment, which I am under all this beautiful blue and purple. At least I think I am. I don't think I've quite gone grey. My roots look brown, but I'm actually like a blonde colour. So, what do we think? I hope
that you enjoyed that. I've been posting a few reels of me making my jewellery, and people seem to really enjoy that, so I think I'm going to try and do that a little bit more. I've also had a request from a customer for a version of the abalone shell but without the quartz, so I'm going to try and think of something. Maybe a little swirly whirly at the bottom. Leon's at nursery, so actually I can get my jewellery hammer out and be a little bit noisy, which would be really good. It really helps with creatives' confidence when you give them feedback, or if you say, oh, I really like this thing, would you be able to make that for me? Because it means that, you know, that person is engaged in what you're doing and they like what you're doing. They're not going, oh, I really fancy something like that, I'm going to go look somewhere else. It's really nice to know that people have some kind of investment in what you're doing, and for a small business person it really helps. So if you see something that somebody has made, leave a comment. Like you could end up making that person's day. You could make them really smile. As I said at the beginning of this vlog, I really lost my confidence. I forgot how to talk to the camera, and I was chatting with one of my very close friends, Sophie. She was like my crochet mentor when I first started learning, and we used to do, when the pandemic hit and I had to move and Leon was very teeny tiny baby, we used to do like a weekly video chat, because we used to get together and we used to do like craft days and we bounce ideas off each other, and it was really good for both of us. And we did that for as long as we could, but it kept being that things would get in the way and blah blah blah. And we're actually going to try and restart doing that. But she said something to me yesterday that really kind of made me feel like I need to come back. I need to come back here, because she said that she loved watching my studio vlogs because she loved seeing my face and feeling like she was talking to a friend again. And for me, if she's the only person that watches these videos, that makes it worth it. That absolutely makes it worth it. My whole kind of ethos in life is helping people and helping people still see the silver linings in things. That's where the Baby Waves product came from, when I was like, nobody gets to see my son. This is really sad. But actually, using my skills and my partner's skills as a sound engineer, we can create something that is a beautiful piece of artwork, but also a connection where you scan a code and you get to see the little video and hear the sound that is on the piece of artwork, and you get to keep that forever. And for so many pandemic parents, their family basically missed out on like the first year of their kiddies' lives, which is kind of heartbreaking. But my answer to that is find that silver lining, and that's what I've tried to do with that product. Hopefully people will catch on to that. I think I'm going to set up an Etsy shop as well, because it has all of that natural traffic. So I think that I'm probably going to list the Baby Waves on there and see what happens, because having your own website, you basically have to drive that traffic there yourself. Yes, you can do blogs and stuff, and that is something that I'm going to be doing. I'm also trying to work out how to do an email list and link it to my website and all of that stuff, and it's like my mind can't cope. I've done so much learning and so much technical stuff, and you know, I've learned how to build a website, which I'm now revamping because I'm not happy with my first iteration, because I've learned that bit much more. So that's going to be coming soon. I will probably announce that on social medias and stuff. I'm also trying to work out how to do Pinterest, because that is like key, absolutely key. But it's finding the time when you're a full-time mum as well. It's very difficult to find time to do these things. You know, like how do you do it when you've got a toddler who, when you try to do the washing up, he gets upset because you're stood at a counter and he's literally stood trying to pull your trousers down, trying to get your attention. So I'm gonna crack on with doing some work. Stop talking to you. You know what? You're not interested in what I'm talking about. You just want to see the goods, don't you? done those 2 designs. I've messaged the customer and she absolutely loves them. I'm going to list those on the website. I did a soft launch of the Valentines stuff. I launched them and then I kind of freaked out a little bit because I was like, I just rushed it. I rushed it and I shouldn't have rushed it. And then that caused me to have a bit of a meltdown for the next 2 days. It's definitely a case of I just needed to hold the horses and be a bit more sensible about what I was doing. So I'm just going to tell myself that I did a soft launch, and now I'm just going to keep adding a few more items. I had to reorder the rainbow hearts, and actually I've ordered some like clearer ones, so they're a bit more kind of iridescent looking. So I'm going to add those to the mix as well. I hope you enjoyed seeing me making the jewellery, especially with that first silver one where I literally, as you saw it, that was me making the design up and putting it together. I'm really happy with the way that it came out, and yes, I will be repurposing that video and creating reels so that I can put it as a reel, I can put it as a TikTok, and I can put it as a video out on Facebook, and I could probably turn it into a Pinterest one as well, and I will be able to use it in my listings because a lot of shoppers are now looking for videos in their listings, and it's possible and you can do it, and you might as well show the customer exactly what it is that they are paying for, because people, they like to know that what they're paying for is value, and if you say you're handmade, you probably should be able to prove that you're handmade. So that's what I'm going to do. And one of the things that I'm learning at the moment as a small business person is that you really need to think about what you're doing and how you can utilize that and how you can scale it across your business, and use it in as many avenues as possible so that you're being as efficient with your time as possible. Because especially in my position when I've got a 19-month-old and a partner as well, he needs just as much attention because he is a human being, and in the current situation he works at home with me, so he's currently in the office, but we need to make sure that, you know, we're still paying attention to each other, because neither of us get a lot of contact with other people at the moment, especially myself, where I used to work in retail, so I was literally around hundreds of people every day, and now I've gone to not really being around many people at all, which is, it's definitely it doesn't help your brain very much. But yeah, what I was saying is utilize the things that you're doing, make sure that you scale it across your business, and do everything that you can to help yourself. So I think I'm going to end this one here. I hope you got a bit of value from this. I'm hoping that it's been a good one. It's nice to be back. If you did get anything from this, please drop a like below. I will leave links to the things that I've spoken about throughout this. And if you want to find me on social media, on Facebook and Instagram, I am at MiniMoon Arts. On TikTok, I am at MiniMoon Arts Annie, and you can find MiniMoon Arts on Pinterest as well. And I'll drop links below there, and I'll leave my link tree as well so that you can find me everywhere, and you can find my website and have a little peruse and find the items that you've watched me making on here. A pigeon has just landed on the roof behind me. I'm really hoping that you didn't hear that. Okay, well, have an amazing day, beautiful people. Keep being happy, keep being magical, and remember that there's always a silver lining out there if you're not feeling quite so amazing. Bye!